If fighting alongside undead creatures is appealing to you, this video is for you. In this episode, I'll be delving into the dark arts of necromancy and exploring spells that can raise the dead to serve your command. Please note that in this video, I'll be concentrating solely on the spells used to summon and create undead creatures. I won't be discussing or showcasing any magical items or artifacts related to necromancy. I'll start off with clerics such as Shadowheart. At level 5, clerics learn the spell called Animate Dead. At its default level, a zombie that does melee damage, or a skeleton that deals ranged necrotic damage can be raised. If you upcast it to level 4, you can increase this number to 3. A level 5 version of this spell also exists, allowing you to raise a regular ghoul, or a flying one. This can be further upcast to level 6, letting you raise 3 ghouls. However, it's better to use this spell slot to cast Create Undead, which Shadowheart learns at level 11. This spell allows her to raise a very strong mummy, with 9 to 3 hit points. Its regular attack deals necrotic damage, prevent enemies from healing, and reduces their maximum hit points. It can also frighten enemies, and can do multiple attacks to frightened enemies. You can then upcast Raise Undead, to raise 3 zombies or skeletons. Zombies have the chance to turn defeated enemies into newborn zombies. In total, a cleric such as Shadowheart can raise 4 undead. Next is the Spored Druid. This druid subclass raises the most number of undead, although they aren't very strong. Similar to Shadowheart, Spored Druids learn the spell Animate Dead at level 5. At its default level, this spell can raise 1 undead. If you upcast to level 4, you can increase this number to 3. The level 5 version of the spell allows you to raise a ghoul. Note that according to the description, flying ghouls are supposed to specialize in ranged combat, but they only do melee attacks in my playthrough. Let me know in the comments if anyone knows how to make them do ranged attacks. And finally, casting it as a level 6 spell raises 3 ghouls. The flying ghoul has 30 hit points, and can paralyze enemies with its attacks. Its attack called Devour deals damage, and heals itself for the same number of hit points, but it only works on prone, knocked out, or sleeping targets. At level 6, they learn Fungal Infestation. This lets them raise a maximum of 4 fungal zombies from corpses. But these zombies only have 9 hit points. Even weak enemies could finish them quite easily. It has the same attack as regular zombies, and can turn defeated enemies into newborn zombies. Spored Druids can raise a maximum of 7 undead creatures. Gale, when specializing in necromancy, learns the spell Animate Dead at level 5. And at level 6, the subclass feature called Additional Undead allows him to raise 1 extra corpse when using the Animate Dead spell. Additionally, creatures raised with this spell have more hit points due to the subclass feature called Better Summons. At level 11, Necromancers also learn the Create Undead spell. Casting the level 3 version of Raise Undead will raise 2 skeletons or zombies. Upcasting it to level 4 will raise 4 undead creatures. Casting the level 5 version of the spell raises 2 ghouls, while the highest level allows him to raise 4. You have 2 options here. The first one is to raise a mummy using Create Undead. And 4 zombies or skeletons. Skeletons deal ranged necrotic damage, and they have 31 hit points. The second one is to raise 4 ghouls, each with 47 hit points, that can paralyze opponents. I personally would pick the mummy as it's very strong. Even though the Spored Druid managed to raise more undead, the creatures raised by Gale are way stronger. These creatures disappear after resting, so start collecting corpses early. You can pick them up using a strong character, but will not be able to send them to camp. You need to do this manually by going to camp yourself and dropping the corpses in the traveler's chest. Note that you can't use burnt corpses to raise undead. You can respec your main character into any of these subclasses if you want to raise even more undead creatures. So there you have it. Using only spells with this party composition, you can already raise 20 undead creatures. There are multiple powerful artifacts that allow you to summon additional creatures. I'll cover these in future videos. Thanks for watching.